So at which point would you like me to air this interview?
If I'm alive, I will tell you. If I'm not, you can go ahead.
Very well. So your word is at no point in time, as you're alive, I should hear this interview.
Without instruction from me. Correct.
Thank you.
99.99% pure Venezuelan gold, shady dealings, and a gold smuggling scandal involving top government officials? When those three collide, history is written. 1 week later, Guyanese are still reeling from the shocking allegations in the headlines amidst fresh updates. Hang tight, we'll tell you what's new as we revisit some of the key statements from Baksh. I'm your final takeaway host. Welcome to today's podcast episode. Shout out to our largest fan base from Guyana, the United States, Suriname, Venezuela, Barbados, and Trinidad and Tobago. We truly appreciate all of you who visit this channel, subscribe, and share our content across your social media platforms. Special shout out to our diehard fans who have been with us with this channel from the start. Today, we take you back inside one of the biggest and most shocking political scandals to ever hit Guyana in recent times. And we're talking about the one that allegedly involves thousands of ounces of 99.99% pure gold smuggled from Venezuela, government contracts awarded to President Ali's friend, money owed, and bribes paid to the president's mother. Again, allegedly. Guys, as you watch and listen to this episode, remember this story is about more than alleged gold smuggling. It is about whether the Guyana government has been compromised by illicit dealings and corruption. Now, the key names in this scandal are Guyanese businessman and gold miner Azim Junior Baksh, also known as the informant, and gold trader Tameshwar Jagmohan. Then, the political twist implicating the president, vice president, the Minister of Natural Resources Vikram Bharat, Minister of Local Government Sonia Parag, and another prominent businessman, Setnarayan Sahadio, also known as Sana, alleged to be one of the vice president's closest confidant. The scandal erupted after a leaked jaw-dropping interview between veteran journalist Travis Chase and Baksh. By the end of this episode, you'll understand the implications and see why this leak could shake Guyana's government to its core. And perhaps most importantly, why citizens should be paying very close attention as they head to the polls on September 1, 2025 to pick a leader, a government to lead the nation for the next 5 years. So what exactly was leaked? In the now viral interview lasting about 43 minutes, one of Guyana's most influential businessmen, Junior Baksh, made some explosive claims. He alleged that gold smuggling has been operating at the highest levels of government, with senior officials approving shipments that bypassed customs checks, avoid taxes, and disappeared into international markets. Baksh didn't stop there. He claims top politicians received personal kickbacks or bribes. And then came the bombshell. According to Baksh, money laundering was also taking place, and it did not only involve government officials and third parties, but also the president's own mother. Yes, the sitting president's mother. That revelation alone has sent shockwaves across Guyana and even triggered memes about, quote, gangster granny circulating on social media. In his defense, Baksh said he did the interview to put allegations on record after suspecting his life was in danger. But the leaked video was supposed to be kept secret until further instructions from Baksh or until he passed away. Those instructions were clearly given to reporter Travis Chase, as you've seen at the beginning of this episode. I know you're wondering how this happened, how this video found its way on social media in the public domain, and the implications for the reporter and individuals who leaked the video on Facebook. Stay tuned, we have an update. Let's talk about government officials named in the scandal and were allegedly getting kickbacks. First, the Minister of Natural Resources, Vikram Bharat. Bharat has been accused of signing off on questionable documents to facilitate illicit gold trading transactions. Let's hear from Baksh.
I know he would give drawback to Minister Vikram Bharat.
Right.
Because Vikram Bharat would facilitate contracts for him in the interior locations, whatever road work or so that minister is responsible for would go to Sona.
Right.
At an arrangement, at a drawback.
Minister Bharat is also alleged to have been included as a part owner of mining blocks as a form of payment for facilitating transactions for Baksh and Sona.
I was already 50-50 with Sona.
Right.
Over those 3 blocks. After some time, they said, oh, we can go 3-way with the blocks.
Right.
That the minister, well, this Sona talking with me. So we talk freely.
Right.
He would tell me everything as it is.
Right.
That the minister is going to come in as a 1/3 owner on the property.
Interesting.
Yeah. I said, okay, no problem. So whenever we work, we would normally take out, if I put my operation there, I would take out 10% of whatever I produce, and that would go to the landowner. And in this case, the landowners now are 3. I used to split with Sona 50-50 before.
Right.
Then the minister come in, and now we split the 10% in 3. 1 share being mine, 1 share being Sona, 1 share being the minister.
Interesting.
All this I would pay to Sona, and he would take it to the minister.
And that's not all. It doesn't stop there. Minister of Local Government, Sonia Parag, is also accused of being involved in the gold smuggling ring.
It had an issue in Letem, where a Brazilian woman was held with gold and cash. And everything was thrown on that woman. But I know that the gold was sold to one of his agents, namely Angela Parag, in Letem. So the gold was seized from her, and the cash that she paid the people with was seized from the people, the Brazilian woman. But in the report, nothing was mentioned about Angela Parag. Everything was thrown on the Brazilian woman.
And you believe that Suk is coming after you soon?
Yes. I think that they did not mention Angela's name in that operation because she is Tamesh Jagman's main agent there in that area. She buys gold in Letem, and she was involved in the smuggling of gold from Brazil to his office also.
Let's see who else has been implicated in this scandal. Customs officials who were allegedly bribed to look the other way when shipments of unusually large amounts of gold left Guyana's ports. And finally, the family link. Baksh alleged that financial transfers for government contracts awarded to Setnarayan Sahadiyo, also known as Sona, the owner of Vals Trading, were sent to the president through his mother as bribes or a thank you for those contracts. This raises the issue of money laundering. Here's Baksh again.
This drawback I'm interested in. How?
Drawback to people that are giving him these contracts.
Okay. These are people that attend the board?
No.
Where?
These are political people. For example, I would say, "But you they're good with these people, man." Say, "Yeah, he and the president are partners now."
Partners in business.
Partners in business.
And this is Val's construction.
Val's construction.
Right.
Yes. That he would have to give the president 5% of whatever contract he gets. And the president's mother would be the one collecting this money. She is responsible for collecting the 5% from him. At one time, he ran into my office and he said that you got to get $35 million urgent. I said, by me a $35 million now, you don't got so much money for me already. He said, oh yes, man, that the money run up with the president's mother, $35 million, and she left on the back, and she got to get this money now. I said, but you me ain't got it, me no way, I can't access this $35 million now. He said, all right, I'm going to go and talk to Prezi, and ask you to talk to your mother, and let she give you a little more time.
If these claims are true, they strike at the very heart of Guyana's democracy. This is about more than gold smuggling. It is about whether the highest office of government have been compromised by corruption, and if so, what other forms of corruption we don't know about yet. It's also about whether Guyana's leaders are serving the people or serving themselves. The allegations have been denied by the implicated government officials. Meanwhile, the government says it's actively working to combat gold smuggling. Last week, Vice President Jagdeo dismissed the damning allegations as lacking credibility because there is no evidence to back up the claims. He also blamed Win presidential candidate Azzuddin Mohammed. Quote, "This is just another rumor that is being perpetrated by the Mohammeds to muddy the waters so people don't look at their dirty dealings, and that is why they released it at this time." Minister Barrett has since dismissed the damaging claims as, quote, "entirely unfounded, malicious, and have no basis in fact," while also noting that it is intended to destroy his reputation. We understand that Barrett is planning to pursue legal action against Baksh, calling them false and defamatory and promising to take legal action against Baksh. Tamishwar Jagmohan said in a statement, quote, "I categorically deny all of the allegations made in the interview. I have always conducted my business in strict compliance with the laws of Guyana. The timing of these unfounded claims is suspicious and raises serious questions about the motives behind their release," end quote. In a social media statement, businessman Sahadio, also known as Sana, he denied the allegations, saying, quote, "The allegations made against me are entirely false. They are baseless, misleading, and designed solely to damage my personal and professional reputation." Note, there is no credible evidence that President Irfaan Ali's mother was involved in any gold smuggling scheme or any illicit dealings whatsoever. Meanwhile, Baksh has since withdrawn his allegations regarding the president's mother's involvement in illicit dealings. As far as reporter Chase, Baksh signaled intention to take legal action for what he believes was Chase's violation of a non-disclosure agreement. According to the gold miner, Chase could lawfully release the interview if and only if Baksh instructed him to do so or if Baksh was deceased. Let's pause here, because behind the headlines, there's a human story. President Irfaan Ali's mother, to have her name dragged into such a scandal is deeply personal. For some, this makes the allegations harder to believe, but for others, it makes them even more troubling because it suggests corruption doesn't just involve officials, it can touch their families too. The government, of course, pushed back on these damning allegations, calling them blatant lies that are politically motivated. But for the average citizen watching at home and voters who are maybe still making up their minds as to who they will cast their votes for on Elections Day, the damage may already be done. Opposition leaders are already calling for independent investigations. But will they actually happen? And if they do, will investigators have the freedom to pursue the truth? As far as the international impact, Guyana is on the global stage right now. Its oil wealth, its gold reserves, its promise of prosperity. But if money laundering and smuggling become international headlines, watchdogs like the United States Treasury and the United Nations may step in. That could mean sanctions, travel bans, investment freezes, you get the picture. And then there is the issue of public trust. For many Guyanese, this isn't about politics, it's about survival. They want jobs, safety, transparency. And when leaders are accused of stealing gold from the nation, that trust is shattered. Sadly, this is the case whether the allegations are true or not. Why? Because for some, perception is reality. Especially when government officials remain silent on the matter or fail to offer a plausible or believable explanation, Guyanese and stakeholders walk away with strong doubts. You might be asking, why does this matter to me? It matters because Guyana is at a turning point. It matters because resource wealth, whether oil or gold, can either build a nation or destroy it from within. And it matters, because if the allegations are true, then the very people meant to guard Guyana's future and its wealth may be selling it off for personal gain. This scandal is more than politics. It's a test of Guyana's institutions, its integrity, and its people's demand for accountability. Now, before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Do you believe the allegations, regardless of the fact that Baksh came out and walked back his allegations against the president's mother? Do you think he was genuine in the interview? Did you sense any malice, dishonesty, or manipulation? Or do you think this is all political theater? Or do you think this interview was leaked as part of a political strategy? Share your thoughts below or on our Facebook and X platforms, or you can email us at thefinaltakeaway@gmail.com. Remember, we appreciate all of you who visit this channel, subscribed, and share our content, and we do read the comments, okay? That's all for now. Stay tuned for the next video.